All right, here's an LP that I picked up. It had a sort of a Nick Drake 70s folk look to it. I don't know who Alex Bevan is. The name of that album is No Truth to Sell. Big Tree Records I'm familiar with. I think with Todd Rundgren on there. $1.99 at the Goodwill. I get the discount because I'm a Goodwill card-carrying member. Tax $1.92. So, okay. I think I looked it up in the store. It was at least $5 to $7, but I'm going to look it up again. We have it in very good shape, very good condition. It's near mint. So, ARP is in the dead wax, very clearly stamped, but it was not listed in the description. It's a 1971 rock, folk, world country genre, and the style is folk rock, and ranges from $361 median value to $29.07. But I have a feeling this one's going to go for the $29.07. Nice inner sleeve there, just in pristine condition. And as I showed you before, the LP cover is in great condition. I thought that was a sticker on there, but that's not. That's just part of, some dude that maybe he just had a runoff. I don't know anything about him. But he's on Big Tree, which was a legit label. And this was a style back then. Everybody was a Nick Drake or a James Taylor or the next folk star, right? So there you go. Let's see what it's worth. Go. It listed it for the full asking price, or full price $29.07, plus $4.47 shipping on that. I try not to mark up my shipping very much. That's media mail. I will list that it's got a little stain, or I would call that a sticker residue. You can barely see it right there, but you should definitely tell your buyer about that. It's nothing major, but for the age, that's in damn good shape. So yeah, before you sell anything, you got to list it. And Discogs gives you that suggested listing price of $29.07. You might, well, I'm just going to list it for the median price. Well, no, don't do that. Just, there are people that will pay a premium for something like they've been looking for 10 years, and maybe this is one of them. All right, next up is this Ray Price album. I got on a Ray Price kick. I was listening to a lot of Willie's Roadhouse. He's got a great voice. I think he sort of coulda, woulda, should have been another Willie Nelson. I think he's a little underappreciated, and he sort of got lost in that void where country music wasn't cool, and he didn't change his style or his ways. He just stuck with what he knew, I can't say that I knew or know any of these songs. Old Kentucky Moon, okay, some standards in there. All songs composed by Jim Weatherly, so I don't think he was a songwriter. But 1975, it could be a $3 album. I don't remember where I picked it up, but let's see what the condition is and let's enter it. Well, there you go. Ray Price, Say I Do. And that's 1975. Genres, folk, world, and country. Style is country. It's funny how they group together under genre folk, world, and country. Those are three very different genres in my opinion. But median value $4.65. I think I listed it for $4.48. Very good cover, very good record. So you just move on. All right, next up, all the way from Rockford, Illinois, we have the Cheap Trick Dream Police. And I tell you what, I remember when this came out because Live at Budokan had just broke, and people were like, who are these guys? The word is they had this in the can ready to release, but they held off. Now, you can already see the cover. Looks like someone had some food or coffee over this. Who knows? Rear. The thing with them, they had the two cool guys and the two nerds. So nerd, cool, nerd, cool. And there you go. Dream Police, huge hit. Way of the World was a hit. Voices, Need Your Love. some great songs. And I still like Heaven Tonight, but this was a great record. Let's see what it's worth. Did I say it was a gatefold? So a gatefold is when it folds out. So there you go. Cheap Trick. Cool, 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 cool. Nerd, 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 and nerd. That was their Cheap Trick. And this was their little typewriter screwed up writing logo. And there they are again. Robin Zander, Bun E. Carlos, Rick Nielsen, and Tom Peterson. And they played this shtick well. Yeah, so I'm live in, well, Davenport, Iowa. Back when, 1987, they had the big hit called The Flame. It's one of their last huge mega hits. So Dream Police, there's all your lyrics right there. Let's see what it looks like. And I'm already telling this a well-loved record, but Epic, you know this label, right? Because you see this a lot with the 45s. It's almost the same logo, same color. And there you go. That's side 2. And right now I'm just zeroing in, getting an overall look. Side 1. I don't know if I actually owned this album back in the day. I guess I own it now. This is got a nice big scuff here on the right. This is a very good, I'd say solidly very good album in terms of condition. But let's look it up. All right, there you go, Cheap Trick. And it is now on sale for $7.06. There you go. So you too can own it. Down in downtown Hobart. And that's the art theater where Pokey Lafarge performed. And I'm going to go in here to the record bin, see what they got. All right, inside the place, and they didn't have these 45s last time I was here. This is pretty cool. So they have a little dedicated 45 room. So there we go. Got some Star Plaza Theater concert posters. That's sort of cool. And I'm going to look through some of these bins and see if I can find anything. All right, they do have some stuff by the New Beats. There's Hey Oh Daddy-O. Breakaway from That Boy. This one's called Everything's All Right. At the B-side, Pink Daily Roo. This one's called Run Baby Run. And Mean Wooly Willie. These are all on Hickory. Bread and butter. We're grooving on. Out on life. Better watch your step. The birds are for the bees. And once again, Run Baby Run. Backed with Mean Wooly Willie. Pretty sure they're on some kind of list. All right, here we are back. DetroitBob. And we're going to be going here to the Goodwill outlet store. This place rocks. And you got to check these places regularly because there's turnover every hour. So we're looking for some records. And believe it or not, my kids are into VHS tapes. So might as well get them while I'm here. Can you sell records? Yes, you can. This is a record I picked up for $1 or $2, and I listed it for $41, and within a week it sold for $41. So now let me tell you a little bit about the record. It's Brenda Lee. It's Emotions is the title of the album. It's an LP album. It's stereo. It came out in 1961 in the U.S. And no, she's not a songwriter. She's a singer. She's a great singer. And Brenda Lee goes back to the American sort of rockabilly pop country. She was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 2002. Born in Atlanta, Georgia, 1944. So there you go. That's Brenda Lee. She's, I think, getting more attention as we start to look back and see, you know, this lineage of great female singers that maybe didn't penetrate the market, although she did, because her singles pop up in my 45 collection all the time. She did big time. But we're seeing younger people, maybe millennials, maybe even Gen Z, that are starting to look at these great I don't even want to call her a torch singer. I think she's just a great singer. And these albums are coveted, especially this one. It was the only one in near mint condition. The rest were very good plus. So that's where you might be tempted to list your median price, which was $18.59. You might be tempted to do that, but Discogs will. That's what I like about Discogs. You can sell records anywhere, on the street corner, at a flea market, at a brick and mortar store, on eBay. What I like about Discogs, however you want to pronounce it, it will tell you what to list your record for, what price. So it's looking at what's for sale, what's available, what the previous sales have been, and it calculates a suggested price. And it was the full $41, and it sold within 5 days. So this one is going out to somebody, Jesse, up in Minneapolis, and I think he's going to like this record. It's in great shape. I'm not even going to get it out of the sleeve, but that's definitely our gem of the week. The sleeve is just perfect condition. It's still got the shrink wrap on the outside, although it's been open. I'm not going to get the record out, but it's near mint. And there you go, Brenda Lee Emotions from 1961, $41, probably paid $2. All right, before we talk about this record by Pete Townshend, let's talk about the order that went out yesterday. Can you sell records? Absolutely. I sell mine on Discogs. You can sell them on eBay. You can sell them wherever you want. But yesterday I had a 4-record order. And right now I'm just sort of experimenting with LPs. So I can honestly say that yesterday was my first LP sale. So I sold Roy Orbison and Dreams for $17. 10 Years After, A Space and Time for $16.25, and Bryan Adams, Into the Fire for $8.42. I think I bought the Roy Orbison, so I'm probably breaking even there, but I really don't listen to it, so I'm moving it into someone else's hands. 10 Years After and Bryan Adams, I probably got them for free. And then there was a David Byrne single that just sort of sat on my shelf for about 5 years. Never really listened to it. I got rid of that for $2.59. So overall, that order was $44.26. Now, this record here, Pete Townshend, it's from the album All the Best Cowboys Have Chinese Eyes. I just loved this album, okay? Face Dances Part 2. I think The Who did Face Dances. It might have been even when they were called The High Numbers. But this was sort of a jangly little pop tune. And also, it's got a previously unavailable cut called Man Watching. But I love the artwork because it's consistent with the LP. This was the LP artwork, and Pete went the extra yard. I still got that Chinese, Eastern imagery. I don't know what it's from. It's probably from something, but it's got the great calligraphy there. I don't know if it's Japanese, or there's Pete sort of peeking out in between there, if you didn't catch that, with his eyes. And I don't know if he was in rehab when he did this album, but it's definitely a soul searcher. Slit Skirts is on it, Stardom and Acton. Uniforms is a great song off of it. But I always loved this album. And when I walked into RPM, the previous owner, Greg, one time was playing it. And I went up and bought that copy of Quadrophenia while this was playing on the turntable. I only sold this record for $3. I probably undersold it, but you know what? Somebody wants it. I'll find it again. I'll put it back in my want list because I sort of want it back now. But you know, I'm moving merchandise. I'm learning. I'm seeing what sells. And there you go. Pete Townshend sold this week. The name of the 45 is Face Dances Part 2. All right, just a little packaging reminder. I always do this little personalized card. I've got this thing ready to go here. It's got a little slip case, clear case. I put a little padding front and back, and I just cut these up 7 1/4 by 7 1/4, and then I throw them in a box. It's that simple. I got these pre-folded boxes, and this case, it's on the first fold because I got one record. So I sort of pre-fold it so that I don't wrestle or mistakenly bend the second or third fold and get all kittywampus. And it should stay in there pretty tight. You know, I'm not too worried about slipping during packaging, and I'll show you how you can sort of adjust for that. Once again, I showed you this last week, but that first tape point is crucial, because if you're off there, you're going to be off on the whole thing. And I was listening to some Lou Rawls live from 1966 while I was doing that. So, and then I always turn that music off because it picks up on the copyright. I even got copyright dinged on Facebook the other day. Like, so much for having some rock and roll or blues or jazz playing. So you can see already this is pretty tight. Nothing's shaking around in there. And then this sort of tape mark is crucial too. And I just use the cheap tape. You don't need to use heavy duty. But I'm sort of making sure that these two edges are straight. And there you go. I like the personalized little note, and I use cursive writing because I just want to practice my cursive, because I think it's a dead language almost. And you know, we got so anti-writing. Everything's typed or printed. It's so depersonalizing. But the thing about ordering something in the mail, it makes it more personal if you have a personalized note. I don't know, someday I'll get too busy, I won't be able to do that. Now, it's just simple, you know. I don't even print labels. I'm just gonna put to and from. Sorry. From and to. I'm on camera right now. So there you go. And old school, I just write it out. That's simple. And so let's take a look at what I got this week. This week's finds. Nothing special, but I tell you what. Let's swing the camera around here. I just got done listening to this Lou Rawls live. And it's in pretty good shape. I'd say very good on the cover, very good plus. But on Smokey Soul Town, he kept playing this Cut Tobacco Road. Now, you know the song. I think the Nashville Teens did it, but Lou Rawls' version has got this ad-lib intro. So there you go. It's a third cut on side A. Produced by David Axelrod. For you political junkies, he's a political commentator, and I think he worked either for Obama or the Clintons or both. So yeah, it's the same guy. Quite sure. Could be wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. But it's Lou Rawls, a Chicago native apparently, and everybody knows his big hit. You'll never find another one like mine. But pick up the 66 live. It's very loungy, but it's got some blues and some soul. And these versions of these songs are very good. So where I bought this, everything's $1.59 a pound. So I think I paid less than $1 for that. Same place, Goodwill, Mills Brothers. I always pick up the Mills Brothers because that was my dad's R&B band, really. Paper Doll, man. We used to sing it in the car on the way up from Detroit up north. And my mom and dad would sing it pretty good harmony. And then we sang along. So, you know, there you go. I think one of the guys was the dad. And then the rest of them are the brothers, all within a year of each other. This beat up. This is a placeholder. And you gotta love free, right? Right there. So, walking out of the Hobart Record Store there, what do they call it? RPM? That's not RPM. Region Records. Tom Lounge's place. And I was looking at some 45s. I'm going to go back for some 45s, because I think they have some definitely northern soul in there, and I want to check out their new beats. But the Kinks, All Day and All the Night. This is good plus at best. It's got a couple skips in it, but I listened to the album 3 times already. That's what you call a placeholder right there. It looks like their second release. And this is probably their first release down here. So you get down to, yeah, we got this too. It's interesting to see how they did the marketing back then. So You Really Got Me, and they just named the whole album off of that. And, The Sun Never Sets on English quartets. So, definitely a reference to the Beatles. I'll tell you the good songs. I'm Tired of Waiting for You and All Day and All the Night. But Come On Now is really good, man. And then there's some filler stuff in there, but it's funny and fun to listen to the Kinks in the context of an album. Because we always hear these singles, but we never hear them in the context of the album. I'm quite sure these were all released at the same time. 1965, right? So how do you follow up? You Really Got Me? You release Kinks Size, featuring All Day and All the Night and Tired of Waiting for You. Both great songs. So there you go, for free. It's a placeholder. It's got seam splits. It's got graffiti. But it plays pretty decent. And it sounds pretty good on a turntable. So you find them, you can sell them, you can film them, you can do whatever you want with them. You can play them. But there's a concept called building appetite. So now that I've found this for free, I want to get a nice, very good plus near mint copy, right? Look at their expressions, man. This guy looks like he's just passing out. This guy's half passed out. I'm sure that's probably Ray Davies there and Dave Davies there. I could be mixing up the brothers, but I'm quite sure these are the Davies, the 2 brothers. Ray Davies is credited with most of the writing credits. And then I don't know the other names of the 2 Kinks, but definitely 1965. So there you go. Keep looking, keep digging, keep selling, and keep collecting. DetroitBob, we'll see you next week. Hey, it's lousy weather. Post office is closed. We got snow on the ground. I can't even mail my records that I sold, but what I can do is go digging. So let's find some vinyl. But DetroitBob, what about 45s? Your site's supposed to be about 45s, singles, 7-inch. Hold the presses. I went back, and sure enough, I got some 45s. Now these are just good pluses. They're placeholders. We got Jack Scott, Midgie. I don't know about that one. Daydream by the Lovin' Spoonful. And remember, these are 14 cents a piece. America the Beautiful by the Westbound Strings. On that Detroit, Michigan label, Westbound Records. Larry Williams with Boney Maroney. That's a good plus. And You Bug Me, Baby on Specialty. Fats Domino on Imperial. Valley of Tears backed with It's You I Love. You gotta love Fats. The Pentagons, To Be Loved Forever. All right, on Donna Records with the flip side, Down at the Beach by the Pentagons. So I gotta love these placeholders. Sleepwalk by Santo and Johnny. You can't have enough copies of that. B-side on that, All Night Diner. Backbeat Records. Remember Carl Carlton, right? Roy Head, Treat Her Right. Kelly owned this one. And then on the B-side on that, you got So Long My Love by Roy Head and the Traits. And Les Cooper and the Soul Rockers. I think I found this one up in the UP at Uptone Music. Everlast Records, Dig Yourself with Wiggle Wobble by Les Cooper and the Soul Rockers. Anytime you see soul in the title, you're on the right track. Oh, Hound Dog. Original pressing. Hound Dog by Elvis Presley. Oh, he made a few million of those probably. Don't Be Cruel. What a great twofer, though. A beat-up one like that would play really good in the jukebox. I might put this in my jukebox. Stay. Made famous by Jackson Browne, but originally Maurice Williams and the Zodiacs on Herald. And beat up, but what the heck? What a great record. Look at this, man. In a sleeve. You don't get picture sleeves very often. But I was playing Lou Rawls live, 66, and what did I find? A very good plus on the condition there. It's got a couple scuffs on it. Why Can't I Speak by Lou Rawls from the Broadway musical Zorba. Huh. On the B side, we got The Split from the MGM picture, The Split. Well, there you go, right there. Arranged by Quincy, arranged and conducted by Quincy Jones on the writing credit right there. That's pretty cool. How about on this side? I don't know, man. That's a good record right there. I'm going to play it, and I'm going to see what it's worth. So there you go. The 45s are always going to be represented. Hey, and you got to love it because I got a Marty Robbins, A Lifelong of Song, 2-record compact set. I don't see the 2 records on it. Maybe this is just one of the 2. Hopefully it's the early stuff. So there you go. No, 1 through 20. So I think it's a 2-record LP that they condensed down to 1. Yeah, on 1 compact disc. That's what that is. But Marty Robbins, his old stuff is really good. Devil Woman, El Paso, Big Iron, The Hanging Tree, El Paso City, all that old stuff, man. So that's a good retrospective right there. All for $2 and what? 90 cents? Can't beat that.